Hello, good morning. Happy Friday. Thanks for joining me for another Saints and Angels Oracle deck reading for our week to come. Today is July 18th, 2025, and we are at our third Friday for July under our main theme for this month of the Four of Rods. So if you're new, I do these readings every Friday with Angel Deck Oracle cards. Of course, gotta love it. Right when we get started, we're gonna... Oh, at least it didn't last. All right. Right on time. I do these readings every Friday with just one card to just think on and resonate with, perhaps even if it's a figure from history, like a actual saint or an archangel. It gives us a week to sort of also look into that person in different ways, what they have brought to the world of spirituality, what they brought in their own sort of angle to truth, what they're highlighted for, what their main messages were in purpose in life to bring to the collective. So I do these choose a card every Friday, but there's a main theme, which I do on the first Friday of every month, which is from traditional tarot, and I choose one card as well, and that will be the card for the whole month. That, each Friday that we come back to the theme, the new card speaks underneath that umbrella, kind of, also to give us a better angle of approach or directive that has a bit more guidance and support to it. So when we have infinite, possibilities out there, or even if you just have a couple, it can be hard to narrow it down, right? So when we have these bits of narrowed encouragement, it's not forced or saying that it has to be, but just a mere current to follow, a scent, to be led by. That's what I hope to offer and give with these readings each week. And that's, welcome. Thank you if you're new. That's my little bit of a intro. I'm on a bit of a new kick, I think, this week, doing things differently. Sometimes I don't give a whole preamble. We just get right into the cards, do meditation, do a little, grounding meditation to become a good audience is my portion of, or my personal impression that I like to make sure gets, put in there before we do the card reading. That's my spiritual divination kind of little flair, my personal input or tailor fitting to card readings or any kind of oracle in general, is that I really hope to infuse and encourage and impress my own spiritual connection to truth and seeking of truth, through these cards and through making these kind of videos and things. And so that's why I usually do a bit of a grounding session, become a gracious audience, get quiet within ourselves, connect with the self and also with the bigger picture, quietly all together, also collectively, like we get to sit together, which is wonderful. I also love the routine of this coming every Friday, because we do get to come together as a collective, and where two or more are, they say. So thank you. Thanks for presence. Thanks for being here. Thanks for dealing with my poor quality lighting, which I guess is just going to go in and out and be kind of dim right now, but what can we do? Meaning to say that I also have a bit of an inspired guided meditation kind of quick theme just to do today as well. So I'm doing things a little new, so yeah. But everything's the same old, anything, always. But meaning to say that our card from last week, if you are new, or if you're, have just clicked on this randomly and you don't follow me all the time or anything, last week's card was Saint Catherine with the marriage. And I had many different integrative connectivity points for myself, just over the variety of ways that we can see what we consider to be like marriage, the love, the synchronicity, parallels, likenesses. Then we have opposites attract. We have these kind of beautiful combinations and give and take, ebb and flow, yin yang kind of relationships that also are greatly reflected in that. And I had my own sort of different kinds of epiphanies and points to, but one of the things that came to me this morning, was about the meditation. And I thought, I haven't dropped into the heart center for quite a while in my quick little meditations here on Saints and Angels. That was sort of one of my go-to kind of beginnings, points of connectivity. And I think for a couple of different reasons, that action, that metaphor, that visualization of taking the elevator down, or using hot air balloon and taking out sandbags and dropping down, or following the staircase down, those used to be like my main sort of things. We'd sit down in the heart center and get in a comfortable seat together, prepared to listen to the cards together there, a lot of times, just as a quick go-to. It's funny that I haven't seen that marriage card in quite a while, and my own sort of outside personal things, and over the years there's a connectivity to that marriage card that has a reminder to me of past times in different frame and setting, with other people that I used to know, a married couple that I used to know, actually, and I used to see that card a lot. And also the heart center in itself, that term, and it has its own sort of special kind of inside joke parameters for myself in that setting. And it's funny the way things fall apart and come back together, and in different ways, and the lessons that get learned, and the different displays and different varieties that two people come together, marriages come together, relationships, different projects, different loves, different dreams and goals. It had me really thinking a lot about all of that this week. And sort of subconsciously now, it sort of bubbled up to me this morning that, I'm gonna drop into the heart center for the lead, for the audience meditation, before we listen to the cards, take my deck out. So yeah, that's the build up. That's the culmination to today. I didn't think I was going to give a whole personal talk about it either. Now we're like 8 minutes into this video. But whatever. It'll be a little of an extra long one today, I guess. But with all that said, let's get down to business. And we'll see what the cards have to say about it after, right? Into our week to come here. But thank you. Let me have a sip of my water actually quickly here. And when everyone get comfortable in your seat, however you'd like to, just for a minute. It's not full hypnosis. It's not going to be anything super long. So don't feel like you have to lie down unless you'd like to. You can. But just get comfortable. Feel your feet on the ground. Have your back straight. If you are driving or doing anything else, that's totally cool. You can just listen and become more conscientious and conscious in what you're doing, physically. And let just the words kind of soak in, but take in your surroundings more, with more awareness. Pay more attention to them if you can. Look for little details and things like that. Sensory kind of things. And if you are capable, we'll close down the eyes. Or you can just relax your gaze even gently past your nose, and just detaching, closing out from the external world. We'll take a few gentle cleansing breaths. shaking off all of the thoughts from before, anything we've done in the day up until this moment. And let's envision in front of us a beautiful elevator, doors. You could make them any color, ornate or plain. Envision them in front of you. See the doorway, the doors closed. Take a moment to settle in your mind. Know that this elevator will take you through the tower within you to any destination, but today we know our destination, the heart center. So see that floor. Step into the elevator, see the doors opening. Perhaps you see a green button or a heart-shaped button. Maybe it's a crystalline, red, rose gold. Perhaps it's plain. However it comes up to you is perfect for you today. See that button out in front in a list of others from all the other centers, from the root all the way to the crown, with the heart in the middle. And as the doors close to the elevator, feel the air change. Feel the darkness, the change of lighting, of sound, of compression around you. Hit that heart center button and feel the downward energy, the pulling, the centering, calling you home, dropping down from the mind's eye, from this cognitive space we spend so much time in, down through the head and neck, and down through the shoulders and into the upper back, down into the center here at the heart, the upper chest. Feel the resonance as the elevator stops. Feel for a minute that peaceful pause. The doors opening. Beautiful hallway. Wonderful marble floors. Step out, see stained glass in green and gold. Mosaic images perhaps, or maybe you're in a hallway with a few windows. See that golden door in front of you, just a distance away, and know that that takes us into the sanctuary of the heart center. A beautiful place in the tower, in your mind's imagination, in your beautiful vessel energy. The sanctuary space, the throne room, where your divine king and queen sit eternally on their thrones. Take a moment to just land in this space, the heart center. Feel welcome and at home. Breathe into it. Say thank you. Thank you for being here, for existing, for your beauty and design, for the space and architecture, mind, body, and spirit all coming together with beautiful imagination to create this epic palace within you, for you and by you, where no one else matters, where time doesn't matter, See that beautiful golden door in the distance. Know that when you walk through it, you'll be welcomed into that sanctuary space. Know that we are gathering here, welcoming our open hearts as best as we can, but also accepting ourselves as we are today. Knowing this walk up could be hard, could be long or short, could be exciting, happy, sad, melancholy, remorseful. You could feel bitter, resentful even a bit. Let yourself feel all of it for just a moment even. Remember times when you felt those ways before, even if they are not all encompassing for you at this moment. Know the beauty in all of the feelings. They all are so beautiful, so unique. The heart center is the place for them, the space where we get to, in reverence, in homage, gather and witness them, observe them as they are, unchanging as they are. So take that into account as you breathe and relax. Feel gratitude for the person you are today, for taking the time to even do this, to sit together, to listen to these words, to try it out, or to know it is true, however it comes to you today. Thank yourself for those impressions and feelings. Breathe into them. Feel the life of them here as you start to walk towards that door. Maybe you could skip, maybe you're running, maybe you could fly or swim. Allow yourself to be yourself always. And change it up. Maybe it doesn't have to stay. You can walk half the way. Or even just thinking and giving yourself the space to think about it is enough space today as you make your way to that beautiful door. Now, as you open the door and see in front of you a beautiful palace throne room, even as they would be, in the olden days, with space for gathering in there, with pews or standing room, with chairs, or see it as a sanctuary even, a church, but better than a church could ever be. More honest and true, because it's a gathering of you to hold a reverent space of grateful prayer, worship maybe, if you like that word, paying homage and respect, of honoring sovereignty, of gathering together for wholeness, all the versions of you, all the layers of the tower, the layers and levels of you, mind, body, and spirit. See them gathered here. See your friends, your ancestors, those in spirit with you. See them all gathering here together. So grateful, appreciative of seeing the beauty, the mastery of the space. The beautiful sanctuary space it is to be gathered in appreciation of the creation, the architecture that you can create an imagination space. See beautiful stained glass windows, paintings, green and gold, casting a wonderful lightness, setting an atmosphere of gratitude, unconditional love, of eternal love, of wholeness and abundance. Knowing all that is, ever was, ever could be, is in a space, in before and after, at a capacity we can't even imagine in the here and now. but we can hold gratitude for it in the here and now. So now see a gathering space here for everyone to come together, whether it's in front of a fire or in pews, in a circle, perhaps in some other shape or form. However it comes to you is perfect for you. Maybe you could even just remember your body sitting on your bed here in your room. Maybe you're outside, walking. Maybe you're sitting in your living room. Thank you for joining here and for allowing all of us to build together in this place and space co-creatively, our heart centers, to extend out in love and light, our imaginative hearts, our sanctuaries, to invite our friends into them, to join together. For time and space are not what we think they are. They are so much different. We are together. We are here. We can extend out our beautiful creations into this external space together and sit together as one. Be together as one. So feeling the extension, the connectivity between all who are so wonderfully, so amazingly spending this time here together. I thank you. Maybe you could even imagine yourself extending out your hands or bringing your hands together in prayer to your heart center, whatever feels comfortable to you. Giving gratitude for this time, for joining together here today. So we prepare to open our eyes, and I will ring my bowl. A bit loud. Overexcited. Celebratory. Wonderful. And we will take out my deck here. Pay homage to, and I forgot to say this last week. I wanted to share a picture, then I forgot to take a picture, and then it left my mind. But it's so funny. I'll close out again with bringing out another thing from last week, sort of the reverberations from the card throughout the week that I shuffled and put them away. Sometimes the back of the deck has a different message, but the back of the deck was the same card that was drawn, and I was just, like, wow, what a message, what a long-term message. I wanted to try to keep alive the message throughout the week, and there we are with something so beautiful coming through here. So as we thank our saints and angels for their energies and for their love and light, for their attention, we also thank God, Source, Mother Earth, elementals, fairies, our higher selves, ancestors, ascended masters and gurus, all of those beings and entities in spirit from before and after. Now we thank you for your ever-presence, for your energies, for your love and wisdom. We sense your presence and we thank you for it. We ask if you could give us through these beautiful cards here on Friday, July 18th, 2025, under our theme of the Four Frauds, a message of support, wisdom, or guidance for this week to come that we could use as a grounding down anchor, perhaps, or as a map or star to lead us through this week, collectively and individually. We thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, shuffling deck up here. Oops. Oh, I don't know. Do we go with this card? I think we will. I think. Okay. I think my cards are playing jokes on me here today. But, we have another kind of same pop-out turn. A turn. And it was like a turn with a jab almost. That's why as it caught my attention it caught me to turn it upright, so this I can't believe it's the same card, but we'll look at this. And this is saying pause. So, you know, I can't say more than that, we really need to pause and think on these marriage, on St. Catherine of Alexandria, on marriage energies. Oops, my light's a little bit in the way. On all that I've talked about, on the King and the Queen in the Heart Center, perhaps developing that further this week is needed. I'm going to read, pause, page 61. 7 in Mastery. Okay, so long-term perseverance, we have 6 in the graduated 60 position with the 1 next to it. So creating newness for new weeks. 61 is such a good number for a repetitive message as well, especially Mastery in 7, because, I mean, 7 is such a spiritual quality. It's such the coming together of all of the building up beforehand and understanding the many qualities of that first container loop 1 through 4, and the importance of 5, the portal of 5. And then of course we have 6, which is perseverance. We have 61, 6 coming together, 6 and 1, 2, 7. Is such beautiful messages of learning the perseverance. The thing with perseverance, this is going to be a long one, but I'll talk on it just for a minute. The thing about perseverance is that perseverance is the first step in the secondary loop. The secondary looping, right, has made it through catastrophe, has made it through the tower moments, has made it through 5 catalyst disruptions at some point, that really have an external quality to them that causes a flip of polarity, like we see a pole shift, like you see in magnets and electricity. The dynamics swaps. Everything is the backwards picture of it. This is why 6 can get a bad rap, creating inversion. But individual 6 in itself, all alone, is a message of perseverance. It's because it sees 1 through 4, which is stability. 4 creates the whole stable picture of what the workings can be, you know. But now it's about 4, 3, 2, 1, understanding the other way of it and how that still creates stability no matter which way you look at it. Although there is this great appearance and chance, if you so choose to, because the power of choice here is, of course, what we're developing, it's to use it in an inverted backward manner of self-service. But you can use it service to others, to look at things, count backward service to others, and it creates wonderful dynamics. It creates so many different problem solving. You get to be the ultimate, I've been through it all, kind of troubleshooter, problem solver. The manager who played all of the worker pieces to the what's the word, like if you had an industrial line and each worker does a different job, the manager, ultimate best manager, actually did this first step, did this second step, did the third and the fourth step, right? And it has done each one of them to the point where they know troubleshooting capacity, they understand the ins and outs, they understand before and after why their part is crucial, what's done before it, what's done after it, why they need to do it right because that needs to be done right for after, why that's been done correctly, if it hasn't been done correctly, how they could fix it at their point. You know, each point gets these great individual subjective troubleshooting knowledge bits, but the ultimate manager understands each of them and then can do every position so much better because of it. 6 becomes that once it's gone through the 5 of the portions of all the 4 before it. Hear how it works? How beautiful magical math is without even needing to be. But anyway, so 61 brings in the great 6 knowledge. Of course, we have grand gravity added to it with the 1 next to it. So it's innovative thinking, it's leadership qualities, it's seeing new things in potential with creator consciousness potentiality behind it. The 1 has a very distinctive new path to be on, and to come together in 7 of Mastery, of course, is a wonderful fluid flow to it. Of course, 7 comes right after 6. It's not a jump to make. It's qualities. 7 is new incorporation of knowledge. It's mastery points. So 7 is the gradient of building of all of the 1 new points behind it. 7 really values 1 and sees number 1 in ways that a lot of people don't see number 1. And again, with marriages coming in, seeing each other in ways that others don't see us, and allowing each other to, because we see 1 from a different angle, build each other up, don't cut each other down, kind of thing, is a super 61 message and into 7. And I'm going to read pause, and then I'm going to actually let go of the video because we're at a half an hour. Your guardian angel asks you to pause for a moment before moving forward. During this break, take time to consider your true thoughts and feelings about the situation. You've been moving so fast lately that you may have confused other people's wishes with your own. Take time out and really be honest with yourself. What do you want? What do you think is the right thing to do? Pray to know God's will in this situation. You want to feel good before moving forward. So ask your questions ask your questions and clear any issues before taking further action. You may decide to wait or cancel the entire project. If this is the case, you'll know why you did so after you take the time to pause and consider your options. This is a message to be true to yourself and God. Don't allow yourself to be swayed by others' judgments that run contrary to your own. Once you become clear about your true reasons and motivations, your actions will be fueled by truth, love, and commitment. These winning ingredients spell sure success for any project. Wow. I had quite a few nice little integrations in those words. I'm so glad I read that one. Thanks for listening. I hope you had integrations. As always, I'd love to hear any sort of personal tidbits that you'd like to share. Feel free to leave comments down below if you're finding me on YouTube or BitChute. It's always so wonderful to see actual organic, live intelligence interacting, being, alive on the internet, and still, here trying to beat the matrix, saying we are actual, real, organic intelligence, not bots, not AI, not these sort of triggered comments that don't mean anything, but having real actual input and exchanges are so wonderful. So I always look forward to seeing those. If you feel called to share them, definitely do. Otherwise, you can always send me a message or an email. My contact's in the description, or if you're on Telegram, you find me over there. If you're looking for anything in the meantime, you can always find me on my website, amariespeaks.com. Have a wonderful Friday. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Thanks so much for joining me this morning, and hopefully I'll see you next week.